to buy water for 2,500, 4,000. We can't afford it. We need
water in Mayersville.
Water we need. We need water. Because we want to bathe and wash your clothes and cook your food. We want water. And we pick them up for
water is the source of life. Water is energy.
We children them have to bathe and we have to wash. We need water.
Councillor Leighton Smith, Mayersville Division. We are here this afternoon to show our disgust and dissatisfaction with the way this Essex Valley water system is being put in place. This Essex Valley water system was put in place from 2001. We started because of the pollution coming out of Alpart, where we could not harvest water in the area to drink. Former MP Derek Rochester and Alpart negotiated for this to put the water into the 45 communities in and around Alpart. And when we see this happening now, they're bypassing all of the districts and putting water into Junction, we are not satisfied and we're showing our disgust because this system was designated for the people in and around the backside company. Junction was never a part of it in the first instance. Junction was added between 2007 to 2011. So how comes that they are putting it to Junction first and leaving us? In 2016, Franklin Whittam was trying to become member of parliament, campaign against in Richard Parchment, say he's bypassing the Mayersville area with the water Junction. And now him come and do the same thing, taking the water from us, taking it into Junction. We are saying to the relevant authority, you need to do something and do it now, because we are not going to sit down and allow this water to continue into Junction before we get in our share part of it. So I'm calling upon the relevant authority to do what is best for the people of Mayersville.
We want water.
Water. The people can't go for school. We want water.
We want water.
To cook and wash.
Mayersville. We need water.
They don't, they left with.
Water is the energy.
Andrew, when he's come from Mayersville and he make them a fool him. So how we are going to bathe? And a Mayersville initiate for. And name and content and neighboring communities. I am the committee rep from Mayersville and we are not going to sit back and let this happen. We are going to defend what is rightfully us, for us. Our children need to bathe. We need to bathe, right? Because they only put a turn off to come to All Valley. And they no dig, no trench, nothing to lay the pipes. So how this be? A fool them a fool we? We no idiot, we are sense. And we not going to sit by and take this.
I'm here with the people of Mayersville. I endorse 100% what the councillor just said. We believe that the community of Mayersville, 45 communities, should get the water first. I have business in Junction, so I am for the water going to Junction. All we're saying is that we want the water to be in Mayersville first, as was planned.
Sir Bonnet, I mean, a lovely day, a historic day in southern St. Elizabeth. What are your thoughts?
We think it is a very significant day for us because, for one, this is a project that has been longer, and if you will, almost 17, 18 years now since it was conceptualized. Various issues beset the project, lack of financing, etc. But what we at NWC did, look at what needs to be done, look at the impact that the project will have, and decided that in the last 5 years we were going to pursue and push through the project to completion, or let's say to as far as it is now, because it is not yet fully completed.
All right. I don't know, you'd have heard comments about residents from one minister.
Yeah.
The councillor is saying that they're not opposed to Junction getting water, but they're saying the water has been pumped from their area and it should have stopped with them first. Are there any plans? What do you say to them?
So first, let me address the issue relating to all the communities leading off the transmission route. The quantum of water that we are producing is adequate to provide water to all the communities leading off the main transmission that is from Longing to Nain and all the way up to Junction. Last year we invested just about $50 million to improve the water supply into Mayersville. Mayersville would be getting water from this new system that we just commissioned. We're now going through the procurement process for approximately $85 million more to spend to improve water supply into new building. And there are other roads and other communities leading up, which we are working both in a joint way with GISCO, the MP, and even our own resources to ensure that all the communities will benefit from the new water supply system. But they have not been forgotten, that's number one. And the issue is, when you're providing all the resources out of your own resource, it doesn't mean that everybody can get the water at the same time, especially if you're not on the main road. The issue to move the water from Nain into Junction, what we want to do is to ensure that we complete the transmission main construction as an activity, and that is what we did. We now have done a few distribution mains, and we have a lot more to do. And but we can't wait until one community doesn't get before we put the full system into operation, so we can actually serve customers who can be served, so that we can actually start to earn from the investment that we have made. But that is what we have done. All I can actually say in addition is that the citizens who may be complaining are not forgotten, and they will also be getting the services that they also truly deserve.
Thank you very much, Chairman, Honorable Mayor Rochester, Custos Woodley, the Parish of St. Elizabeth, Most Honorable Michael Bonis, our Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Horace Chan, Minister of National Security, Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., Minister with our portfolio, the Office of the Prime Minister. My colleague, members of Parliament and Minister J.C. Hutchinson. I heard when the mayor was making his introductory statement, he was not able to give the name of the ministry that Honorable J.C. Hutchins is in, because it has so much different components. I always have a problem in identifying, but minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Agriculture, Commerce, Investment and Fisheries. Yes, my colleague, Member of Parliament on the southern side of St. Elizabeth and Minister of State in that ministry, Honorable Floyd Green, the worship the Mayor, Mr. Derek Sangster, Senator Arvin Hill, my councillors from the St. Elizabeth Parish Council, and includes the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Albert Williams, Mr. Sitali Honis, Mr. Solomon, Mr. Donald Simpson, Mr. Powell, and my good friend, the MP caretaker for Northeast St. Elizabeth, Mr. Slowly, also caretakers, members of the security force, officers from the National Water Commission, members of the media, and my beautiful constituents, people of St. Elizabeth, Southeastern. Good morning to you all. Today, I believe, is the greatest day in the life of the people from this constituency. I was born right here, I grew up here, and I still live here. And therefore, I can safely say, and I'm here for a little while. Yes. And therefore, I can safely say that today is one of the best days in the life of the people. And I say that because the journey to bring water to this constituency has been a very, very long one. Long and tedious. Successive governments over the many years was not able to meet the demand of the people of this constituency in respect of potable water. And I am overwhelmed today to be standing here as the Member of Parliament to witness the turning on of water in Junction. Water that will serve not only Junction, but several communities around Junction. And I want to give commendation to a few persons. I've specially invited Dr. Chang to be here today because he was a part of that journey. The Honorable Bruce Goldie was also a part of that journey. I can recall in 2007, prior to the elections, when we toured the constituency with the leader at the time, the Honorable Bruce Goldie. And he listened to the cry from the people of this constituency. After the elections, I was successful. And I met with Dr. Chang and our Prime Minister then. And I informed them of this water project, which was conceptualized from 2001. It was conceptualized from 2001. I was a part of the team that made representation then. Nothing happened for those years. And in 2009, Dr. Chang, along with our then Prime Minister, answered the call. He had a lot of struggles during that time in acquiring the land to put in the infrastructure. Dr. Chang did it by executive order in order for us to reach where we are today. And I want us to put our hands together for our former Minister of Water. In 2011, after we started the project and we laid pipes from Long Hill into Nain, and we were about to start building the reservoir, we lost the election. And for that 4.5 years, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. And in 2016, I toured the constituency with my Prime Minister, the Honorable, Most Honorable Andrew Michael Rose. We toured in 2016, and I informed him of the present situation, what happened with the project. And he toured and he listened to the cry of the people, and he listened to the representation that was made by me then. And he answered the call. The pipes were completed, and then we move on to the reservoir at Nain. That was built, and then we move on to the restructuring and recalibration of the water tanks. I toured with Senator Arbin Hill, and we look at those areas, and he mentioned it earlier. Today, we are here with the Prime Minister and the Present Minister do the official commissioning of this project.